All right, we live. We live today. Another episode of On the Dotted Line. My name is Deshaun Lyons, and this is
Marquise Taylor.
also you see the IG handle at On the Dotted Line 18. Please follow us, follow us, follow us. We got an important episode today. We're gonna talk about the metaverse. We're gonna talk about the metaverse. Everybody heard Mark Zuckerberg changing Facebook, and the new name of Facebook is gonna be Meta, and it's gonna be based off of the metaverse, this virtual reality that is we all believe this was gonna happen sooner or later. Technology is getting more advanced. The coronavirus and the pandemic it sped a lot of things up. For a lot of these technologies to be tested. You know, me and Marquise, we talked about the book, Our Future is Faster Than You Think. So a lot of technologies that we was discussing was in that was in that book, we seeing it happening now. So we're starting to see a lot of these things happening. So we're going to talk a little bit about the metaverse. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the really ugly of the metaverse. So Keith, when you saw the Mark Zuckerberg, it was like an hour special of him explaining the metaverse. Was you able to see it?
Oh yeah, I saw it. He just spoke about everything that he had coming, including the metaverse. Well, everything in the metaverse coming, and he had a few people from other industries coming in and talking about what they were contributing to making the metaverse happen. It is going to be massive.
I think it's actually, I think it's definitely actually a really cool thing. Like I know when we was little, we saw things that we may not think we'll ever see before it's happening, and we're adults now. We actually seeing it now. It's still a cool thing. It's still a cool thing that you put these virtual reality glasses or whatever it is, and you get to see things and touch things, and you're into this game. Like to me, it's a cool thing. It's very a cool thing. So we're gonna talk about the cool thing apart. So we just go start the positive. We're gonna start the positive. We'll talk about the pros of it. So I think one of the pros of it is the advancement of of the gaming world. Games been evolving, but I think games got to the point that it's like, okay, it's a standstill. Now you can actually be in the game. You can actually do things like imagine working out in the metaverse. You still got to be able to move and be active. So people probably feel more comfortable, doing it that way instead of actually going to a gym. Because some people might be discouraged or a little insecure about working out in front of everybody. But if they in the metaverse within their house and they actually, they actually in this virtual reality, they still moving. They still moving physically. So it may motivate them more. So that's probably one of the things. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, you talking about that avatar? Because you could make an avatar look however you want it to look. So if you're 300 pounds and you don't want to go to the gym and have everybody see that you're 300 pounds, well, you probably gonna make this avatar that's half that size, about 150.
You're
Go to
right.
150, 160. You're gonna be over there working out with your avatar in the metaverse. So yeah, that's what they got with that's pretty much the step that the Wii was going in, the direction that the Wii was going in.
Right.
If you think about it, because they got the Wii Fit, the Wii Sports, and all of that. But then we got things like the Oculus. You could put that on, and that's straight up virtual reality gaming. You get the two controllers, and you got the headset on. You can move, you can pick stuff up in the game, and all of that. Shoot, do all whatever kind of game it is.
That's dope.
Yeah,
wait, so it's like you put like some type of headset and then you put it on and you got like the Wii remote and you actually moving and doing things like that. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, the Oculus. That's what the Oculus is. They got the headset and the two remotes and all of that you could move with. It's all over YouTube, and I don't. I haven't really seen anybody do it on Twitch. Somebody on Twitch is probably doing it though.
Oh yeah, probably somebody probably have it that they doing it. But yeah, it's the pros of that. You could be able to exercise. You could be able to, you're having a tough day. You can be able to just, you know, do something, be in your own world. Because some people just want to not be bothered. So it's better to find ways to get yourself away from the stress, so you won't get depressed, and you won't end up harming yourself or harming others, or your energy around people is it's just off. So this going into like another world, because that's what's pretty much what it is. It's a virtual world, and that's like the enhancement of this new society we into now, because we got a lot of incels. We got people that's they already uncomfortable within society, so they can just go inside their bubble and they feel comfortable that way. Because I don't know, would it help or hurt the society rate? Would it lower or increase it with this particular technology? Oh, you don't think it would?
It's gonna
Help it?
hurt. It's gonna hurt. It has the potential to help in ways, but look at social media.
Right.
That's messing people up. It's
Right.
gonna be the same thing. It's going to be the same thing. It's just going to be a more advanced version of that. Like they talking about, they want people to be able to go to work in the metaverse. You're going to be working in the metaverse, actually earning money for real. So that's going to definitely limit a lot of the interaction between physical people. We're going to really be living in a Wally world.
Right. So you don't have any you don't have any really good things to say about the metaverse, because it seems like you don't.
Oh no, listen.
Because you're a gamer, so this supposed to be up at your speed, man. This is the advancement of technology and gaming to a whole different dimension.
For that reason, yes, I want to see it. I would love to be able to jump, put a headset on, lay down, jump in it, and do whatever. Be it flying, or you could make your avatar do whatever, throw fireballs or build stuff, whatever it is. Who wouldn't want to do that? It's something interesting to be able to do. And if you've seen, of course, Ready Player One, it's a ton of these movies.
I gotta see that. I'll see that after this. I'll see what you're saying.
You gotta watch that. And Sword Art Online is another one for all you anime heads out there. You know what the hell Sword Art Online is. But that's pretty much the same thing. In that show, they put the headset on, they lay down, and they jump into a digital world. And it's pretty much an RPG. They do magic, they have sword fights, they kill dragons, they do all types of crazy stuff. All
right, so let's go deeper into this conversation. So what's the difference? What's one of the difference between actually dreaming and actually being in virtual reality? Like what's like the difference between that as far as visual?
That's a really good question. What's
the
difference between at this point, I don't think we are going to have a difference from the direction that they're going in.
Because like I said, lately I've been dreaming a lot. Like been going to sleep and having like all different types of dream, whether it's like a really intense dream or bad dream. To the point that, because a dream, you really can't control it. It might be based off of what you was, as far as controlling, like what you want your dream to be. That's what I'm saying. Because I control it based on what you want your dream to be. Maybe somebody out there can do that, but it's like a dream. Like the coders out there, let's talk about the programmers out there. It's like a dream. It's like a random, import random as random, and then you create a for loop with that, and it's just looping random thoughts, random thoughts. So it's random dreams at this point that you can't control it. It's gonna pick something that you probably was thinking about last week, and that's the exact thing that happened to me. It was something that I was thinking about or I was going through last week that popped up in my dream yesterday. So it's kind of like looping. It's like looping your whole month or whatever. Like let's say it's looping your whole month, and it's just picking. Okay, I picked this particular week or day, which what you was thinking about your conscious, and we go apply that in your dream. Cause I actually was trying to like create my own dream. I was actually trying to think, okay, I'm going to sleep and I want to dream this. This is what I want to dream because I want to be inspired by something. Because for me, I look at movies to gain inspiration from. I look at certain interviews to gain inspiration from. Like I'm gonna watch Steve Jobs tomorrow just to gain inspiration from it. So I watch certain movies to gain inspiration. So that's how I want my dream to be. I said I want to get here. I want to actually dream it and see it visually, so I could be inspired and then apply it like that. That's why I asked that question. I said, okay, what's the difference between a dream and virtual reality? And a dream is hard. It's hard to be able to illustrate your dream because it's looping around randomly. Compared to a virtual reality, you may be able to create your own reality within that, based off it is quote unquote metaverse. So that's what I'm saying. Like, what's the difference? Because you still in like it's because the dreaming you still in another. It's kind of like you're in another reality. It's like when you saw the movie Inception and you stuck in limbo, and limbo is like between the middle, like you're pretty much you're dead, but you're still alive. You like in a coma, and then when you stuck in that limbo, you still dream. You still going through stuff. You still, and then you got the dreams within the dream, things like that. So it's kind of so that's the visual because when you dreaming, you seeing visual things. You seeing something visually. Now, a virtual reality, you could probably illustrate your dream the way you want it to be. Like how good does that sound that you could basically create your own reality?
That sounds pretty damn good.
That's probably one of the that's probably running the pros of that. But it's a big problem with that. Because if we love that, it becomes an addiction. And that's what's going to become a problem, because you're going to be two different people. You're going to be always looking forward to being that reality, but your physical body is in the real world, real reality, that you need to pay bills. You have a purpose here, but you stuck in here. Your purpose, you may just say, I don't care about the purpose anymore.
Surrogates. That movie with Bruce Willis.
Oh yeah,
you ever seen that?
I didn't see it. No, I haven't seen it.
It's pretty much what you described. They had their regular bodies, and then they had the bodies that they went outside with. So think robotic, perfect versions of their original.
Say it
bodies.
again. You said they have their bodies, and they have bodies they went outside, and so it's like that's weird. How?
Okay, the way it worked, I explained it really wrong. Okay, the way it works is they have their regular bodies like you and me, but they have this machine that they lay down in. And when they get in the machine, they pretty much activate like a different, it's not a clone, but it's a robotic body of theirs.
Okay.
But it's like a perfect,
but it's like a regular body. Okay.
But it has no imperfections. It's you, but like perfect. And they go out and they work. They do regular everyday life things in this body. Like Bruce Willis plays a cop. So he's an actual cop in a robotic body. So he goes to work and all that. His wife, she gets her hair done and everything. Mind you, these are robots that they're using to do this.
Wow.
And
So the body they use outside is the robot body.
yeah, but their
Okay.
real body is they still got to get up,
Not
use the
it.
bathroom, and you know what I'm saying. They still do regular stuff with their regular body. But the whole movie is, and yes, I'm kind of spoiling just a little bit, but pretty much something goes wrong, and Bruce Willis has to run around in his regular body. So he out of shape. He's out of
Damn.
shape. He's
That's the
hurting. He
point.
like,
That's
damn, I ain't been outside in a minute. I ain't really have to physically do this in a minute. So that's it. That's pretty much how it's going to be.
and that's one of the problems because, like you just said, his real body had to actually go there, and his real body is fat, out of shape, diseases,
Out of breath. They like, you
out of
really
breath.
showed up at the precinct. He was like, yeah, something happened with my robotic body. That's why I'm here. Looking bad. He was looking bad out there.
and and that's why I feel like we're heading, and that's one of the cons of it. The really bad part of this whole metaverse is the fact that they feel like, well, and you see more and more people's not even trying to get a job anymore. Like you see all these signs, hiring. I ain't never seen this many signs of jobs hiring ever, but people got so comfortable with the pandemic, and people was able to make their own money, and also people was able to make investments and do really well for themselves. So it was like, what's the point of going back to McDonald's if I made money and I double my money, or I'm still getting money because people still getting those assistance. So it's like, why even go back? And so people still staying at home, and we was getting stimulus, and now they talking about, like we was talking about, UBI, universal basic income. They kind of want people to stay home. So but it's not going to be good because people's going to be out of shape. It's going to be a lot more people unhealthy, so it's going to be a lot more death due to diseases because people's not taking care of their body, because they have these workout things for virtual reality, but people's not going to really be using it for that. They're going to be using it for things that they
Porn.
desire. That's what I said, things that they desire, like porn.
Oh
Like
wait,
porn.
damn. I don't think we should have said porn.
Man, if they
Well,
gonna kick us out, they gonna kick us out. But
it is what it is.
it's just things that people desire, whether it's that, whether it's food. Um because if you look on the internet, you see, you already see it. You already see, like, it's over sexualized. It's not a time that you actually scroll and you see, you don't see anything that you might feel attracted to. And that's why Joe Rogan, he had these two men, like, they're heavy, super into technology. I think one of the guys, he had the Netflix series Social Dilemma, and he was saying how how social media and technology is really hurting us as a human species. And he's absolutely right, because it's to the point that we're relying on that. We're super duper relying on that. And you're relying on anything that's outside of yourself, it's going to be an issue. It's going to be an issue. Relying on something like technology that it got to the point that we need it. And you don't really need technology at all. You can really function in society without actually needing it. But it's to the point that it's in our face because it's on our phones now. It's not just computers on our phones, so it's mobilely, so we can carry our computer in our pocket. So everything is in here. It makes it hard for us to stay away from that. So what they were saying in China, that the way they try to make China better, because China is a communist country. They try to control what people see and control what people control their social media, so they control their algorithm, so they control what they see. Let me see if I let me see if I can find it. What happened?
Mm, it's when you look at freedom, it's like, damn, I don't want somebody to have control over that
Oh, of course not.
at
I don't want
all.
that either. I don't
But
want that either. Trust me.
at the same time, it's like we going downhill fast, and it's bad. Like
So you think it will be? So you think we need to have some type of parental control just
I,
for?
I don't want to say we need to do something. I
I
don't
don't
want to
feel
say
like we
what, but we
should.
need to do something.
I feel like people just need to snap out of it. I feel like people just need to. We have enough information, enough people that's on these platforms that is giving people the keys to the car. We just gotta be able want to do it to the point that before it's too late. Because when it's too late, there ain't nothing we can do about that. So that's what I think. I just think people it should it's not it's unfair people being controlled. Let me see if I can. Oh, I think I found it. Hold up. I'm about to play it right here. This is for Joe Rogan. Hope I don't get flagged. I should get flagged for this. This is for Joe Rogan. It's a clip. Shout out to Joe Rogan. His podcast is awesome. I love the guests he have up there. You can see my screen.
Yep.
Let me full screen it. You can still see it.
Yep.
All right. So I believe this guy created the show Social Dilemma, and it's talking about the cons of what like social media and what technology is doing to human beings and whatever. So I'm gonna play it. And he's talking about what's China's crackdown on algorithms.
Ooh, can't hear nothing. Oh yeah, I don't hear anything.
Oh, you don't hear anything? 1 second. You don't hear nothing?
Mm-mm.
Oh crap! You probably don't hear because I got the headphones on. Let me see. You probably don't hear because I got the headphones on. Crap! I would have to take the headphones out. Damn it!
Oh no, I got a quick fix for that. I
What
could just
happened?
I could just pull that up on my phone real quick.
All right, so you're gonna start it at you're gonna start it at it's gonna be what's China's crackdown on algorithm means for the U.S. and you're gonna start it at 152. This is a really important part of the video because he's discussing how China is controlling the algorithms. So the algorithms is basically like ads that you keep seeing over and over, and it is actually learning like the things that you actually clicking. So the things that you clicking, um, it's retrieving all that data. It's retrieving data for the things that you click, the things that you purchase with your debit card. Because your debit card is also connected to your phone. So it creates this algorithm, and this algorithm is going to keep putting things out. Now, when it comes to election, they're gonna continue on posting mad ads to the point that you could probably click it by mistake, and now you're a part of that algorithm. So you're gonna get flooded with that even more. So so with so let's say I'm on TikTok, right? I'm on TikTok for mad long, and I'm scrolling. I'm looking at like nice girls and this type of girls. It's gonna be popping up at every feed, everything. It's gonna be more and more girls. So it's gonna be purposely videos of these girls flooded on your joint. So that's how it works. So let me so you got it? You set up already?
Yeah, where'd you say started from?
152.
152. All right. I'm ready.
All right, I'm about to play it.
If you're under the age of 14 and you use Douyin, which is their version of TikTok, when you swipe the videos, instead of getting like the influencer dancing videos and soft pornography, you get science experiments you can do at home, museum exhibits, and patriotism videos. Wow. So you're scrolling and
Oh
you're getting
damn,
stuff
that's not gonna work.
they want their kid.
That's not keys ain't gonna work because I can hear it in the background too when you playing it.
Never mind.
It's all right.
I can listen to it another time. Then.
All right, well, I'm about to stop sharing. Well, basically, what they were saying on the podcast is the fact that China is controlling their algorithms. So, the good thing about that is the fact that they're controlling their algorithms, so they're gonna post things that they want them to see. So it's gonna. So they was talking about they want them to be more engineers, computer science, doctors. Really, really things that help the world go, so they can be a powerful country. So they're just posting things like that in their algorithms. So the more and more they see that, the more and more they retrieve all that information, the more and more they'll be like, I want that. I want to be that. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a software engineer. I want to be an inventor. I want to be these awesome things. And it's awesome things though. And they're trying to create their population to be very, very productive, very, very productive to the point that we would have to rely on them. So that's why that's why when he was saying on there about, it's almost like they watched Social Dilemma and they said, okay, we're going to use the algorithms to improve our citizens in China. But well, like I said, I don't want to be controlled, so I don't necessarily don't want to be in a situation like that they can actually control everything I do, even though they're doing it with us now. But we're controlled, but we're not, because we're still pressing certain things and we looking through certain things. They don't have a lot of options to look for. It's only what they put for you. It's not a lot of options. It's even X, Y, or Z. That's for China. That's the only thing they can see. So that's gonna keep looping, and they're gonna be conditioned to do that. So this is the good thing about it. They conditioned to be very, very successful for what China want them to do. It's just the bad thing about it. They're being controlled. So it's kind of like they're not making their own decisions of what they want to do with their life. And I don't even know if they could find a purpose out of it, because they're going to be so conditioned to that point. So what you think about that? Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing?
No, the only thing I was saying is, and no, hell no. We shouldn't be controlled. You shouldn't have to doctor, computer science, you shouldn't have to do that to somebody.
Right.
But I feel like it's like you said, like people have to want to do it. And the thing is, I mean, at the end of the day, choice is what we all want. You want to be able to make your own decisions and make your own choice. The only issue with that is it's just the choices that people are making are bad for us. That's the only thing. Collectively, the decisions that everybody are making are bad, unfortunately.
Right.
But through that, like you said, I guess you can find your purpose, because it takes you to make a few bad decisions or go the wrong way, or, well, let me say the wrong way, or whatever the case may be. So people do have to make mistakes, but it's like the mistakes that are being made now is like,
yes,
like,
somebody got to push the pause button and say, you know what, I'm gonna take control because y'all tripping. So yeah, it's kind of like I understand what China is doing. China is trying to really, like, they really try to control the world at this point, and they like, okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna also work on. Excuse me. We also going to work on the people that our citizens, if they can be able to become, if if they could be able to become powerful leaders and creators and innovators, and they have super duper intellect. We make them better than everybody else. It will make our country even better, and it'll make us to be able to create more Chinas. And that's another topic for another day, because that's pretty much world domination at that point. Because it seems like they're trying to head to that, but
in the brain.
China, right? Because China recently just became the richest country in the world. Now, they just became the richest country in the world. No BS. They just became the richest country in the world, so they got that down pat. So, but that's another episode for another day. We're gonna get back to the metaverse. I was hearing some dude. He's a UFC fighter, Sean O'Malley. He was saying that what happened, but he was cracking a joke. He wasn't taking it serious, but he said, what happened? You actually die while you have these virtual reality glasses. You in this metaverse, because of course it's going to be advanced. What happened? You die with these glasses on, and you're stuck in this metaverse. Is that even possible, Keys? Can you actually die in real life, but you're being stuck in this virtual reality, because to the point that, because when you in a trance, you're just stuck, and you can literally be stuck at something. Your mind is somewhere else. Whether your mind and everything is in that, but your body is dead. Is that even possible?
No, because I think once you're dead, you're dead. Brain waves make the whole damn engine go. So if you ain't got no brain waves, the only way that's working is if they do what they did in Transcendence, where they downloaded dude conscious into a hard drive. They downloaded his entire conscience.
Let's talk about it.
Machine.
All right, so this is also Dave Sean as well.
I see where you're going. I see where this car is going.
So I'm still alive. Whether this body is dead, but everything, all my history is on this phone. I had like many phones, but all they gotta do is check, like I said, check the background, your name, Deshaun David Lyons. Everything that you purchase, your first thing you ever purchased to your last thing you ever purchased, the first thing you saw on the internet to the last thing you saw on your internet, your first ever transaction to your last transaction, they grabbing all of that and they put that in the metaverse.
So they got digital you out there. So they waiting for you to die. They like, well, if he died, we still got him. So we just gonna put him out there. And he's still gonna be walking around. What's supposed to be him is still gonna be walking around, but
well, that's not possible. If somebody is dead, they actually look. That's not possible. But what I do think is possible is the fact that they could create another you within the metaverse. Easy, because remember what we said, like, we can't go without our phones. And if you look at certain settings and you see how long you've been on the internet, or how long you've been on your phone and shit, you spend more time on your phone than you actually sleeping and eating now.
It's messed up, because you're right.
Sleeping, eating, drinking water. So sleep, drinking water, and eating is what keep us alive. And we are on the phone way more. We spend more time on the phone than we do any of those things that keep us alive. They said it's a competition. It's a competition between breathing and how long we've been on the phone. It got that bad, to the point that breathing is fighting for its life when as far as the race between how long we've been on our phone to breathing. So if that's the case, the first ever internet started, like, as far as everybody really being on it, putting all that information on it. You could probably say in the 2000s that when we started to use it, and then when we started to connect bank accounts to the internet, we talking about like almost 20 years of this, of creating you. 20 years, because we see it now like people, as far as catfish, when people talk to each other, they have a better connection on texting them or talk to them on the phone without actually seeing them and actually being with them. They have a better connection with that instead of actually physically being with them. That's how when they meet up and they actually see the person, it's like a percent. Is sometimes it don't work out. They end up saying, we just friends, because they're sexually intimate when it comes to like on the phone, texting. That's their intimacy. When they don't know how to be intimate when they're in front of each other, and that's going to become the problem with this whole metaverse. It's the fact that people may be addicted to this to the point that they rather be in this virtual reality instead of the real reality.
Striking vipers? I hope not.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that's gonna be crazy.
I hope not.
What you said? The sexual preference. What you said? What was it?
Oh, I'm a metasexual.
I'm a metasexual, yo.
They gonna start saying I'm metasexual. Fuck with me.
Right. They're gonna saying I'm a metasexual. Like, it's gonna be crazy. People's gonna be they're gonna be so they're gonna like that instead of actually being with somebody. And it doesn't help that relationships is relationships between us, is getting kind of hectic anyway. It's getting kind of hectic, and it have a lot to do with people that's in control. So people be like, well, I'm about to just go my own little world, put these meta glasses on, and then they get to experience that. They get to experience that. They get to be away from society. And they get to be in this virtual reality. In the virtual reality, they could create whatever they want. That's what I said. That's the dangerous part of it, because they can just do whatever they want. They could create their own reality. Like I told you when I was trying to do in my dream, that's why I asked you that question. I said, what's the difference between a dream and a virtual reality? I'm trying, like I said, I could try as hard as I can. Like I said, if it's somebody out there that can be able to actually go to sleep and actually pick what they're going to actually dream, please put it in the comments, email me, message me, because I can't do that. I tried to do that, and it was something I was thinking about last week that was on my mind. I ended up dreaming about that. So it's kind of like a rapid loop, like I keep saying.
Oh, you're talking about lucid dreaming. It's definitely possible.
To actually pick what you're going to dream about. Like, you actually thinking like, all right, I'm going to sleep, I want to just dream about this. So you really focus on that, dreaming about that, and that happened.
Yeah, or you, in the middle of your dream, you realize you're dreaming and you can control it. It's lucid dreaming.
Well, that probably happened to me like a handful of times. Like I never can. I don't know. I don't know what's the deal with that, but it never happens for me, man. It never happens for me. I really can't even control it. It just be, I don't know what that's about. But what I'm saying is, like, you could actually create your reality, this metaverse. So many people is gonna be running to this. They're gonna be like, man, I'd rather be in this joint because life is hard. Life is hard. So I'd rather be in here. Because they got they have the virtual reality here, so you can actually grab stuff. So imagine if you keep doing this, right? You keep doing this over and over, and you're actually trying to grab things, grab items and stuff like that, but you're actually not grabbing nothing. You're gonna be if you're in that virtual reality like all day for a year, like you keep doing that for the year, you're gonna be actually thinking. You're gonna be standing at your desk at work. You're gonna actually feel like you're grabbing something. You're gonna just be doing this. You're gonna be like, I
So
ain't grabbing nothing.
you talking about how your phone when it vibrate, but it's not in your pocket, and you still feel it vibrate? That ever
Oh,
happened to you?
we got a comment right here. By Gator. You saw it? You saw the comment? We got an
No.
actual comment. Oh, you probably don't see it on your side. It says fear is by Gator Zone. Fear is a poison only you consume. Love one another, learn from one another. We are God's children, and God is love. Absolutely. Whoever is that, I appreciate that. That's true. You
Gator
know,
zoned.
that's another thing because these people be thinking that they're God. That's why they trying to create an avatar of God, and they be like, okay, we're gonna be able to control it, and that goes back when we talk about China. China, they trying to be God. They trying to say we're gonna control everything you see, and we're gonna condition you. That's not how it works. You're not gonna control my destiny. Yeah, this is God is for that. So that's what people need to just. I think if people just if they believe in God and they'll be fine. They won't necessarily get caught up with this. But it's a very dangerous game with this metaverse. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. Like, man, because the things that we're addicted to. Imagine you addicted to actually like I can't wait to go home from work and put these glasses on. You stayed and you like this. Like this for 4 hours to the point that. But I'm just saying, imagine you just putting these joints on. I don't even know if it's even good for your eyes. Like,
I told you they do it now with the Oculus. It's somebody somewhere out there that said, you know what? I don't like my job, my boss. I want to fight him. I can't fight him. So let me put these goggles on and go and hurt somebody, or just go and be in some other world or whatever. Let me go, I don't know, jump on a spaceship in the game or something.
Well, all right, so you doing that, right? Because we seen incel. We had shows about incels, and they acting out the things that's on Grand Theft Auto. So would they be able to act some of the things out that they actually see in a virtual reality because it seems so real? They being in this metaverse, would they actually forget that they in real reality and they'll do some of the things that they do in a virtual reality?
You would have to be a very detached person
for
that to happen, because I don't know too many. I know a lot of people that play Call of Duty. A lot of people. None of these people that I know of or have seen, or me myself, I don't have the urge to go outside and shoot somebody with an AR.
Of course not.
I just
right.
don't. Like, I don't see why. But I think for people like that, it's definitely something deeper that they're not dealing with aside from the game. Because that's been another thing too. People look at like certain video games like, oh, it's so violent. That's why we had. It's not the game. It's definitely not the game.
It's you.
It's you. It's the person that has a problem. That's because you can have the same argument about guns.
Right.
It's tons of people with guns. Not everybody's running around out there shooting everybody for what? It's the people. It's the person.
Do you think people could be influenced by certain things that they see, hear over and over and over? They keep seeing this over and over and over to the point that they might be detached from reality for a second. Because can these technologies make you psychotic? Can it make you psychotic? Because it's already making you socially awkward, right? So it's making you socially awkward. So you don't even know how to interact with anybody appropriately, right? So you may do some things that you think that is appropriate, but it's not. So you're already socially awkward, and you might be depressed because you're so awkward that nobody wants to be around you. So you're socially awkward, now you're depressed. And then when you depress, you get anxieties. Your anxieties is high for certain things, and then when the pressure is on, you may do something psychotic.
I think that's more so people with who don't have a lot of guidance or didn't have a lot of guidance coming up in
Right.
certain areas of
I
their
agree.
life, or somebody that's like you just suck at self-awareness.
Right.
I
No, I
think it's a
agree.
combination of both because there's no way that you're gonna sit there and think it makes sense to do something that's way left in terms of, I don't know, shooting, killing people because you feel like somebody don't like you, or you feel like somebody's mistreating you or something. You got to be way, you got to be out there for that. You missed something in life. Somebody didn't give you something that you needed, whether it had been your parents or mostly your parents or somebody in your community. You didn't have big brother. You didn't
Right.
have some kind of guidance, because I don't know anybody that has had people in their life that would just make a decision to, she didn't look at me, I'm going to like, like I don't know nobody like that.
but
I
we
don't
had
know
a
nobody like that.
but we had an episode. Episode is social media enhancing mental health and depression.
Yeah, it is.
So if it's enhancing mental health and depression, um, people may act on certain things because they frustrated, because they feel like nobody's noticing me, or they just, they just awkward. They're so out of touch, and they get frustrated because socially awkward, depressed, angry, frustrated, and whatever, detached from reality to the point that they like, okay, I gotta, I gotta show people that, yo, they better see me now. And that's how people be going to schools, shooting it up, especially the ones. But I agree with that, because I feel like if the way you raise, if you raise right, in your mind, you're gonna say, okay, there's consequences for this if I do this, so I'm not gonna even do it, because I'm so used to my parents checking me, or I'm so used to the big homie checking me. That's why you don't normally see this like in the hoods. You don't normally see like a one kid just going crazy on people. Mostly the kids in the hoods is based off of survival and status, because they don't really have like their two parents in a household, even though their parents, um the parents, they seem more what you call strict. Like they strict for a reason, because they like, man, you live in the hood, you might go here and get shot. You leave this house, you go get shot, so you gotta know how to move. So it's kind of more pressure on them. The suburbs, it's the complete opposite, because they don't see the things that a kid that live in Newark or Compton, that they see on a regular, to the point that even though that's not necessarily good, that's not helping their mental makeup, because they feel like these things is okay to see, and that creates trauma. So that's not good to see. But they know how to move better. They know okay, if I do this, I might get shot. So I'm gonna do something completely different. I'm gonna survive. Their survival instinct is a lot better than maybe somebody in the suburbs that could be naive to certain situations like that. So, and it is really no action going on there. So the only action is Grand Theft Auto. If they got Grand Theft Auto and this metaverse, and they get to do this, and Bart is bullying little Johnny. Little Johnny, I'm just gonna go to metaverse and mess him up, right? I'm gonna mess Bart up. So I'm gonna create Bart in this this metaverse, and I'm gonna mess him up. I'm gonna mess him up every time. I'm gonna feel good about myself. But then you gotta go back to school and whatever. So get bullied, and then those punches hurt. Those punches hurt. It's not hurting, whistling. So you're gonna get to the point. You're gonna keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Little Johnny gonna be like, yo, listen. Okay, I'm gonna hurt him in real life. I'm gonna hurt him badly to the point that I want Bart to disappear and whatever. So those punches in the metaverse become shooting in the metaverse. I'm shooting Bart because I want him to disappear because he keep bullying me. And then one day, he's shooting them. Bart still beating him up, taking his lunch money, doing all that stuff. He tell his mother like, yo, I'm tired, or just run or whatever. Can't tell the father because the father he's working 10-hour shifts, so he's barely home and whatever. And so he's barely so he just said, F it, I'm just gonna go to Metaverse, play the game. Where the subs at? Doing that, and it gets to the point that he's shooting Bart all day, and then to the point that I gotta find a way to I gotta find a way for Bart to disappear. So I'm gonna go to Little Johnny, go up to what's the name's room, his father's room. Father got a revolver in the shoebox. You take that revolver. These schools, the suburban schools don't got no metal detectors like the hoods. They don't got no metal detectors. So Lil Johnny coming in, nobody not expecting Lil Johnny. Lil Johnny got glasses. He got the little spiky blonde hair with the pro cats and the with the pro cats and the Wranglers. So nobody not expecting that. And then Bart come up to little Johnny like, you already know what it is. Give me your lunch money. You don't want no problems. Little Johnny's like, he feel like it's a video game, so he got the gun, shoot Bart in the head.
3 stars today.
And then the kids are scattering, around, and he's doing it to everybody. So what I'm saying is the reason I said I like that mini story because these video games and stuff like that is possible. It's possible when you're in that metaverse, and and the real reality is just you going through all these things. The real reality, and you just get tired of it, and you can get away from that to the metaverse, and then it gives you that confidence to feel like, okay, it's okay, and you kind of it makes you like, okay, I could mix it with this shit, and you make it seem like it's okay. Especially the younger you are, because the younger you are, your brains work like a sponge. You could be able to absorb information a lot quicker and easier. So
we got a whole bunch of solutions for that though. And we spoke about these solutions before. That's why the games have different ratings on them. And I'm betting the metaverse, even if they do have sections where you can play certain games and stuff, that they're going to have certain safeguards like age requirements and
you think that they ain't doing that now? Ain't even doing that now.
That's a parental problem.
The parental button be like, it'd be like tiny, like nobody name it. Nobody. That parental, it's like really tiny because they kind of want these these kids to be curious of certain things. That's why you see kids now like what's the nigga name, what's his son name, the Wayne Wade's son, making a decision about who they are at the age of 8. Like, it's impossible, to even know who you are. You're being influenced by something that you're actually seeing over and over again, and you feel like it's okay. That's what it is, and that's how the algorithms also work. It's conditioning you.
Yeah. I still say the parents need to be involved.
Oh,
because I'm speaking from experience at obviously I'm not going to say the name of the company or whatever, but the place that I work at, when I go and I do these events, I actually speak to the parents about it. Like, yo, what games are you comfortable with your children playing. In fact, I had to ask that question earlier. I was like, "Oh, is this okay? Is that okay? Is Call of Duty okay? How old are they? What am I putting in?" And they gave me the appropriate responses because kids wasn't playing nothing that was like off the wall, like GTA or Cyberpunk with body parts. They wasn't playing nothing crazy. So that's what I'm saying about the parental stuff, man. You need to. I understand you got to work. I understand people got stuff to do, but you need to pay attention to what the hell your kids is doing at the end of the day. That's your responsibility. You had them, so you got to watch them.
Well, yeah,
That's simple.
That's what supposed to happen. But we live in America. The things that's supposed to happen it's not necessarily realistic. It's not necessarily reality. People may crucify me right now by saying they're like, "Oh, what is he talking about?" Well, you're working 10 hours. You're working 10-hour shifts, mother and father. What time do you have to put some parental control on your kids? What
People are
time you
quitting.
Spending?
People quitting.
Yeah, we did talk about that. That's true.
You got more time to watch kids now. Stay your ass home, watch your children.
That's true.
GTA.
That is true. But yeah, that's definitely true. That's definitely true. So maybe it's light in the tunnel because more people is staying home, not working as much, and most jobs are remotely. So it might be some light in tunnel keys. It definitely might be. They have to, this show is all about solution based. So it's like he said, the solution, it have to comes with the parents. That's why, make sure you really understand, what your kid's saying. You got to be China. You got to be China at this point. You know how China is with their with their people out there.
And stuff.
You have to be China. You have to control your kids' algorithms. And I could use that use as a metaphor, meaning that you need to control what your child's consuming, seeing, in so many different ways because it's easy to get influenced. Because society is not kind to the eye at all. I'm trying to tell you, it's not kind to the eye at all. It's so easy to be able to click on things now and get the wrong information and see things that's inappropriately and see things that you may feel like it's all right, it is not. It's easy to be conditioned more than ever before. So, that's why we have so many different types of people and they feel like what they're doing is okay, what it's not. And we talked about things that was once not normal. They normalize things that's not really normal. It's not even normal as far as us as a human being. It's not normal to do certain things. So, going back to the metaverse and we see how fast technology is going. We talked about quantum physics. It's going to get to the point in time that a year is going to feel like a day. The speed of light of technology. So with this whole metaverse talk, we got deep into this because, it's technology is there. It got to the point that it's like an experimental project with humans, and it's a test run, and they actually seeing like, okay, what do they gravitate towards, and what could we actually get away with and make money off of them? Do you think these people that is in these high places is using these technologies? Like Jerry Jones, a billionaire, don't even have a flip phone. So they understand. Yeah, so they understand how to unwind, and they understand like the cons of overusing technology. So, that's what we was talking about with the metaverse. Keith, anything you want to add to that?
Well, because mentally, I don't know why, but I went back to the parents and the children because I was thinking about, not to backtrack too much, but remember I told you the other day about that whatever the hell it was on TikTok, that sound that kids be making now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That oh yeah, yo, I swear to God, they was like 8 years old. I'm walking out here. Oh yeah, I'm like, yo, what the hell was that? I turn around, the kids laughing, they keep doing it. I'm like, yo, do you know what that sound mean? Where the hell did y'all hear that from? And one of the kids said, oh, it was on TikTok. I'm like, somebody need to whoop your parents' ass. You need your ass whooped for listening to that and making
Man,
that fucking sound effect.
they have no control of that.
Like, come
They
on.
said
I know you.
just take the phone so you could so leave me alone. Just take it so you can leave me alone.
That's what be happening. But this metaverse thing, it's some scary stuff. It's fun. It's scary at the same time because I'm trying to imagine like what kind of work you can do in the metaverse. I know like people doing the best thing I could think of is like architects and stuff. People that can put blueprints up and they'll be able to go in there and mess with it. And if they're doing certain presentations and stuff like that. But
But
like other than that, I'm trying to think what other kind of damn work can you do digitally in the metaverse?
um, well, they said, like I said, you can do regular work there. So you saw. Let me see. Let me see if you can see. We don't even need to hear it. We could just see it. We up to an hour anyway. So hold on. Let me see. You can see it.
Oh, we are. Ooh.
Yeah, we gotta wrap it up. I'm just gonna mute it. Hold up. So you see like you see like here that they got, you could go anywhere. Could you remember when we future the future faster you think the book, it was it was a chapter that they said that kids could actually go to a trip to Africa using like the metaverse.
I don't see anything.
Field trips. Oh, you don't see anything? Hold up. The hell? You don't see anything?
Mm-mm.
Oh, wait. Is I'm sharing? Oh, I didn't share my screen. My bad. I gotta teach. I gotta wrap it up because I gotta teach in the morning. Let me see. Let me share. All right, you see now?
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right, so it was a part. They were just showing. He was just saying that's all different types of things. He showed that he entered it, or it's a part of the scene that he's showing that he's entering the metaverse.
Oh yeah, that was the street art section and
So this is Mark showing that he about to enter the metaverse. This is how it's gonna be now. You see the messenger. That's his avatar. He could pick how he want to dress and everything. And then now he entered the metaverse. And now this is what you see. So you can have office places. You can play cards. You can hang out with each other. They actually have they said they have a concert now at the metaverse that you can actually go to the concert. So that whole Travis Scott concert where he did the what is that the forgot what it was. Was it Fortnite?
oh yeah.
That he did the flip behind this. Trying to find when it's saying that he actually went to the club, but you see the capabilities that they have with that. Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to the concert. Hold up.
Oh yeah, I remember the concert section where the girl went and her friend couldn't physically be there.
Yeah, and she actually went there um through the virtual reality. Oh, this is it. Here we go. And they had an after party. So it's this part. So she want to go to her friend is in Los Angeles to see their favorite artist, and now she can actually see the concert in the metaverse. Look at
Wait.
Keith.
Oh wait, who put that? KKK Ku Klux Klan.
Huh?
Oh, look at the comment section. This is the fun part.
Hold up. Hold on, let me see. Where's the stream yard at?
Yeah.
Algorithms, baby. Gotta love it. Let me see. Hold on. Let me. Look at that.
Yo,
All of
that is
that.
funny.
They spammed us, man. So we doing something right, man. But these is bots, though. This is not actually real. These is bots.
But that remind me of that time I was playing Call of Duty online. Yo, somebody got hot. They was hot, son. They called. I was all types of niggas, and I was some of everything. They was hot. I went like 25-2. It's fucking destroying them. They was hot.
Destroying them. All right, well, we gotta wrap it up. I had to teach some more anyway. But yeah, it was a great discussion on Metaverse and all the pros and cons, the good, the bad, and the really ugly, and all the things that could not be a good thing with Metaverse. And so it was definitely a good discussion. You know, please follow us on the dotted line 18. Please follow us and comment. Let us know what you think. Let us know, you know, just let us know what you think about the whole conversation about the metaverse, the good, the bad, and the really ugly. Keith, give us a final thought so we can get up out of here.
Final thought. Well, the future is here, people. Be prepared. And the only thing I could say is just don't let it consume you. Remember, you still have to have regular, everyday social interactions. And it's healthy to actually be around people and physically talk to them.
Yep.
You know, the metaverse is cool and all that, but don't be consumed by it. Same thing with social media. Don't let it consume you. And that's it.
Exactly. That's another episode of One and Dotted Line. My name is Deshaun Lyons, and this is
Marquise Taylor.
Peace out.
Deuces.